Hello everybody, and welcome to a special St. Paddy's Day episode of
Foodie Friday.
Yes, it's 4 days early, but I wanted everybody to have time to gather their ingredients and make their recipes for St. Patrick's Day. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so now. It should be in this area, down there, somewhere. Also, your bell should look like this. That means that every time I post a video, you'll be notified, and I won't have to text you, call you, Facebook message you, email you every time there's a new video. Thanks. Now that we have that squared away, let's continue. Today I'm going to be covering two recipes. One you're probably familiar with, but with a slight modification, and the other one that's just downright creative. Let's go down to the kitchen. Down to the kitchen. Down to the kitchen. Whoa. We'll begin today's breakfast with a 4-leaf clover green pancake breakfast. Let's begin. For ingredients, we're going to need Hershey's chocolate syrup, a leftover syringe from when the kids were sick, some green food coloring, a 1/4 teaspoon, some baking powder, some almond flour or regular flour, a 1/4 cup of almond milk or regular milk, some baking soda, 2 eggs, some coconut oil, and a blender. Start out by adding 1 cup of almond flour into the blender, then 2 large eggs, followed by a 1/4 cup of almond milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And then for that great Irish green color, 6 drops of green food dye. Next, we blend on low for 30 seconds. While the batter is blending, I preheat my pan. Next, add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to your preheated pan. Now we are ready to add our batter. If you find that it is too thick, add a little bit more almond milk. Next, we fill our syringe with chocolate syrup the baller way. In one smooth motion, draw on your shamrock with control and precision. This may take some practice and you can use an empty plate first. Now, one thing I will never do on this channel is lie to you guys. This pancake turned out a freaking mess. I actually tried it twice and it was a mess both times. The almond flour just was not working with the pancakes. It was sticking, it was crumbling, it wasn't cooking all the way through. So I switched back to whole wheat flour and had much better results. And there you have it, a 4-leaf clover green pancake. Now I used a little bit of extra syrup to fill it back in, and the kids absolutely loved it. The kids were really good through this entire recording and stayed really quiet for me, so I made them a little healthy treat. You guys are being so quiet, thank you.
It's time for recipe number 2!
So we're gonna start out by preheating our oven to 350. For this recipe, you'll need a bag of Rolos, pretzel mini twists, pretzel sticks, and a bag of M&M'S. As a bonus, I'm gonna try to get a little creative this time, and I'm gonna use some white icing and some mini chocolate M&Ms. Line a baking sheet with either parchment paper or a non-stick silicone mat. Then arrange 3 pretzel twists and 1 pretzel stick like a 3-leaf clover. Next, place 1 Rolo where all of the pretzels intersect. Then place them in the oven. And set a timer for 5 minutes. While the chocolate is melting, separate out your M&Ms. Carefully take out the baking sheet and then squish 1 M&M into the top of each Rolo. And there you go. You have Pretzel Shamrocks that are nut-free and perfect for your kids to bring to school and share on St. Patrick's Day. Now, I've never done this before, but this year I wanted to go a little bit further. So I bought white icing and mini M&Ms to dress them up a little bit more. And here's our Pretzel Shamrocks with a little extra on them. Let the chocolate fully cool and harden overnight, and you're all done. For those of you that don't want to leave the house because of the coronavirus, I've tried to provide links for all of these items in the description below to buy on Amazon and have delivered to your door.
Oh no! Oh boy.
Almost done. Our oven to 350.
Oh no! No! He lost his legs! Oh, it's a travesty! I'm so sorry, my wee friend. I knew we should have just gone with the first take. I ran for the house!
And try to make up for the insult. I said, we'll run for the house. And you know what he said to me? He told me to piss off. Can you believe that?
And you wonder what I told him? I told him, if he doesn't subscribe, I'm gonna inscribe a T and an M on his arse. He told me I'd like to see you try. So I did. Didn't go so well. No. He did have some good advice, though. He said I should put another video somewhere up in here and somewhere up in here, just like that, you know. I know I'm not supposed to touch it. It's so tempting, though. It's at the end of the rainbow.
Excuse me? Sláinte?
Ooh.